Today, I'm going to talk about why the market keeps going further down and down in FC Mobile. So as I said, overall the market is relatively down from where it was a couple weeks ago, and it seems like players either are staying at their same prices or they keep going further down and down. And the main reason for that, and I'll get straight to it, is because the exchanges that we've been getting and the packs that we've been getting in the store have all been giving out untradeable players. And when you get untradeable players, you're not able to sell them, and therefore you're not able to spend your coins on other cards in the game. But of course, it is a double whammy because you're also spending coins on the players in order to do the exchanges. So for this exchange here, you're going to have to spend coins on 90 to 93 overall players, and if you don't do that, you're going to have to buy the players for this exchange here. Either way, we're putting coins into these exchanges and we're not getting any coins out. And so overall, we're seeing quite a coin drain from the market. A lot of people are draining down on their coins. They are getting better players and people are having better teams, which is good to see. But overall, a lot of cards aren't going up in value and there really aren't that many investment opportunities. Now, I talked about this in the community tab a couple days ago. I bought 5 Salahs at 67 million coins apiece when he was at his lowest in the first week of Premier League Team of the Season, and then I sold him for 77 million. I probably could have sold them all for about 80 if I waited a little bit longer, and he might keep going up from here, you never know. But he hit 77, maybe 80 million, and now he's back down to the low 70s. He really hasn't moved much, even though in the past, a card like this would definitely move, given his stats and given the fact that it is a position that a lot of people have. But Salah isn't an outlier. We also have Van Dijk here, who's been at around the 200 million coin mark for some time, fluctuating between about 220 to about 190, 195. Kevin De Bruyne has been around the 100 million coin mark for quite some time now. And even some of these new players have been stagnating in price a little bit, not too much, but they aren't seeing any kind of incredible gains, although we don't usually see that with new players. But we're just not seeing much growth in any of these players. Neymar hit 140 pretty quickly, and he's been about that for quite some time, as you can see there on the graph in the bottom left. We've seen Eusebio go all the way down to around the 100 million coin mark. We've seen R9 hang out around the 250 to 270 million coin mark, actually roughly the 270, 280 million coin mark for quite some time. We've seen Maldini here at the same point, and you can see all these players just aren't doing much when it comes to prices. Now, some of them have bounced up or bounced up about a week or two ago and then have stayed the same, whereas others have just kept going down and down and down. And so I say all that because, like I said, the main reason is a lot of the coins are being drawn out of the market. People are having larger untradeable or larger amounts of untradeable players in their team. I mean, look at my team. I have tons of 100 overalls, but almost all my cards are untradeable, which is crazy. And I think most people are in the same boat. It has become, I've seen on Twitter, a lot of people say, it's become untradeable FC. All of our players are untradeable. EA is moving in that direction. And I gotta say, I'm personally not a big fan of it. I do think that if you open packs and you open exchanges, you should be able to sell the players that you get and buy players that you want, assuming you didn't pack a player that you like. But this has been a trend we've been seeing with the console version and with the mobile version over the past year or two. Now, there's actually something crazy happening right now with the console content creators on EA FC 24. We have Nick Run the Foot Market. We have Nick 28T, Nepenthes, Matt HD Gamer, all these guys talking about a potential boycott of EA FC because the game has gotten so unplayable on console and everything's moving towards store packs. And when we look at FC Mobile, I gotta say it is fairly similar. We have moved a ton and I'm guilty of it, and I've decided recently I'm joining them. No more money on FC points. I'm going full free to play. It's harder because this game is a bit pay to win, but the more money we give EA, the more they're going to do this kind of stuff where we move away from a fun game to a completely pay to win game, which it already pretty much is. But what EA have been doing recently is they've been putting out tons of packs that require FC points and also gems, which we can now purchase. It used to be that we just earn them, but now we could actually buy them. But they're putting out all these packs with a bunch of untradeable players so that you have to open up tons of packs to get the players you want. Because if you don't get someone good, even if you're really lucky and you got Cristiano Ronaldo, but you didn't actually want to have him in the squad, you wouldn't be able to sell him for 400 million coins and then go out and buy Grimaldo, Wirtz, Xhaka, Frimpong if you are a Bayer Leverkusen fan. You wouldn't be able to do that because they're all untradeable. And so I think we're really moving away from this free market thing that we used to have in FIFA. I mean, I've been playing since FIFA 14. It was an incredible game from FIFA 14 to even before them, but from FIFA 14 to like 17 or 18, it was peak. The mobile and the console version were incredible, but slowly we've been working towards simply a open up packs, do exchanges, a lot of luck, a lot of gambling and whatnot, and it's just not as fun. Now, one thing I will say is, unlike the console version, I do think gameplay is actually decent in FC Mobile. I really have been enjoying myself. I've been playing relatively casually here in Legendary 2, winning a lot of games, maybe losing one or two here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty fun. The only main downside that I've heard a lot on Twitter is there's quite a bit of hacking when you get to the higher levels, but overall the game I think is pretty fun, and you don't have to play only meta players. You can play less meta players. For example, I have Grimaldo here, who's a good left back, but there's probably better ones in the game. Xhaka, I just enjoy using him, and although Mateus is better than him, he still works really well in my squad. So we do still have quite a bit of freedom with who we can play in our squad, unlike the console version, but we are definitely moving towards a full untradeable game, which is just not fun. But with all that being said, because that was a bit ranty, I want to tie in the current boycott on the console version with what's happening here with the market. Because we're moving everything towards things being untradeable, there's just not coins in the market anymore like there used to be. And so investing is going to become a lot more difficult. I think the only real viable investments in the future will maybe be short-term plays like what I did with the Mo Salah. 67 million was way too cheap. He probably should be 90 plus million, but because of the way the market is, he only got up to the mid 70s, maybe 80. And so plays like that will likely be okay. Plays where you go out and buy players required for exchanges will likely work. I mean, 90 rated players saw quite a big bump when this exchange came out, and same with the 90 to 93 overall team of the seasons, but since then everything has died off because people have opened up these exchanges, not got the players they wanted, because oftentimes we don't get the 98 rated player, and then now everybody's left with less coins and untradeable players, so the market itself is hurting. So who knows where things will go here in the future. I'm saying all this because honestly, I'm not likely going to make much investment content going forward if there just isn't much to invest in. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. If they were to make some of these exchanges tradable, like a 94 to 98 tradable card, then I think the investment opportunity would definitely be there. We'd have more coins in the market, but just so long as they keep releasing untradable exchanges and untradable packs, I think we're just going to see this market really stagnate, except for times where we might get a small boost in coins due to a new event or rewards or something like that, and then those coins will likely go to some of the best players in the game, but aside from that, I don't see much else happening. But that's really all I have for today. This was really off the cuff. I hope it made sense, but let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about the current state of the game and the console version if you do play on console? Have you had any luck with investing? How have you found the current gameplay? What cards have been your favorite? Let me know all that in the comment section down below. I'm going to try to make more gameplay videos here in the future, and then also exchange openings and whatnot. No like store packs, I don't want to give them any more money, although I do have 8,000 FC points to run through, but once that's over, it's going to be done, because I really don't want to see this turn into untradables FC. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.